Hey everybody on Patreon. I know I always talk about saving up and doing smalls all the time to build up, and it's kind of been my MO. Um, Thank you, Clayton, number one. You gave me this amazing keyboard to use that I can plug in, and it's like the nice clacky, they call it mechanical keyboard. Um, it's my go-to whenever I do all my processing in Audition and all my computer work. I also like the one it came with, which is wireless. So that way I can keep it at my piano and do things. But the one that my computer came with runs off of a AA battery. And when it goes kerplunk, it like sucks. So I can always go back to this one. And then these ones, I'm very heavy handed. It's already like janky. I don't like these slim keyboards. It has to be the mechanical. They can handle a musician's hands. And then the mouse that came with my computer also has the same issue. It runs off of a AA battery and it went kerplunk during one of my live streams. So luckily my new computer that I got is a touchscreen. So I can actually you know, navigate, there we go, with the touchscreen to do things. So I was very lucky that that was the case. Otherwise, I'd have been like, oh crap, how do I end my live stream? Because I don't have a hotkey set up for that and whatnot. So, as I budget with all the stuff that I make with my music, I always think about what do I really need. And as much as I want to invest in the Spark 2 drum machine software for my Arturia package, it's $150 retail. And I'm waiting for back to school time because they might have a back to school software sale. So it's just a matter of just watching it all the time and just knowing when is the time to buy. So I just keep like wish listing things and just saving up, every tip, you know, everything I do with my music, all the Patreon money, and then my own money that I make from my day job. I like try and match and always save to get things. And little by little, I've gotten stuff. So I'm hoping that next month I'll have in my budget to do that AI transcriptions. And who knows if they're having the sale, that's maybe when I'll just dig in and get that Arturia Spark. But what I really need, first of all, before I can do anything, is backup. So this month, I finally got my order, did everything. What do I need? I have a 2 terabyte hard drive because the one that I have right now is almost tapped out and I need to back up all my files for moving forward. So that way I'll have room on my computer for any other software I need to get. So that's number one. And then I had to get a mouse that is internal battery and it, plugs into a USB-C to charge. And if it dies, you can always plug it in manually. And same thing with the keyboard. So I actually like splurged and got this RK because it was on sale for like 35 or 40% off or something. Like they had a deal on Amazon. So I was like, oh, now's the time to get the keyboard. Like I've been meaning to get a better keyboard for the longest time. And it's just a matter of, just saving to spend that extra money on the one that you really will serve you right and just waiting for the right time to buy it because this is a really heavy duty keyboard. It's got great reviews. It's mechanical and it even has like the little thing to pop out the buttons and the little replacement ones. And also it plugs into a USB-C so that way if it dies on you, you can just plug it in and still use it and charge it. And then I can just unplug it and bring it over to the keyboard wherever I am. So that way I have my hotkeys accessible in front of me and onto my left. And then with my extra fundage, and since I'm starting to do ukulele, I need to be able to patch my ukulele into the recording board from here to this, the live board, so that way I can simultaneously record ukulele while providing audio through the live board on the live stream. So what I did was I ordered an instrument cable that goes to XLR and then an XLR splitter, so that way I can split it to the Euphoria and the Xenix. Those are the models that I use. They're by Behringer for my recording. So that was this month's like small buys to help improve the studio even more. And then next month, I am, at least gonna get the $8 a month for the AI transcriptions. So looking into that Spark 2, drum sequencer software, and always, things for the studio like more CDRs, which I need to make CDs. I'm sorry. I owe you guys big time. But, I have enough audio from the last few months to make In the Moment 4 and maybe even In the Moment 5. So if that happens, then I'll just send all three out and say, I'm sorry, I'm so far behind on my own CD production. It's just, I don't want to spend, the $100 or whatever to order the actual ones that I used to do for the In the Moment one from Atomic Disc, because the only people who got the CDs were you guys. And I'm sitting on 80 copies of In the Moment or something like that, and it's just like, oh, well, I have them. So instead of, ordering more just to sit on them, I just decided I'm just going to personally burn you guys CDRs. And my CDR, went kerplunk. So last actually did invest in another CDR burner and a stack of CDRs, which is back there. So I will be burning CDs, trying to get those out, and looking forward to what July has to offer. So again, thank you for your support. It means so much to me. Every dollar helps. And I just try my best, to give you guys as much music as possible so you get your money's worth, and that, you're supporting me, and that I want you to know that your support, it really does. It goes towards the music all the time. And I live, eat, and breathe this every single day. I wake up in the morning and I'm like, all right, I gotta convert that and move it onto the YouTube playlist. And then when I'm at work, I'm listening to my recordings, listening to other musics, getting inspired. So that way when I get home and I'm able to play, I can play and practice and record while I'm doing it, and just keep this cycle of just constant playing, recording, listening, learning, getting better, saving, and improving the studio. It's just like, so I just implement the system and the goals just happen. That was what I read. They're like, stop setting goals and stressing out over reaching your goals. Instead, implement systems to reach those goals. And as long as your systems are implemented and you're working on your systems, the goals will just happen. And it's true. It's been that way for the past year for me. It's just happened. So thank you again. Yeah, awesome.